Hey everybody, Christina here with One Creative Direction. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. I was doing a few coasters this evening. I thought I would turn the camera on and bring y'all along. Trying out some different colors together, and wanted to just kind of share with you. Get ready to spin one here. And then I'll start another one and bring you along. I am using a cobalt teal blue from Artist Loft, or no, Amsterdam. And I added some blue interference from Deco Art to that one. So I'm using that color, and I'm using something that's totally out of my wheelhouse. Amsterdam Emerald Green, and I added a little bit of gold interference. And then I'm using a black cell activator and adding just a tad on top of, I'm doing the Amsterdam blue, the green, and then a little bit of the unicorn spit. I think it's called Sapphire Swift, I think is what it's called. I already did two prior to turning the camera on. So I'm gonna finish these out, take you guys along for the ride, and hopefully y'all enjoy it. I'll bring this one up to the camera for a little bit of a close-up so you can see. And then when I'm completely done with these five, I'll bring the camera down. But that's kind of what it looks like. I don't normally use green, definitely not one of my favorite colors, and I find myself gravitating towards purple and blue and pink and those kind of colors, fuchsia, magenta. So I'm trying to, I guess, spread my wings and use colors that I would normally use. So here lately I've been using a lot of orange, and I'm really, really liking it, even though I am not a orange lover, nor am I a green lover. Probably my three least favorite colors: green, orange, and yellow. And I don't use a lot of those colors in any of my painting. So, but I'm using these wooden coasters. You get them 6 in a pack in a little wood container at Hobby Lobby. I always wait till they go on sale for 40 or 50% off and get them pretty cheap. And I do spray them with Zinsser primer. I find that when I do that, they don't warp. The very first set I did warped really bad, and ever since then I've sprayed these. So on to the coaster making. So I'm just using a white, I believe it's satin color place for my pillow paint. For some reason I can't think and talk at the same time tonight. And all right, here we go. So all I'm doing is just a real simple swipe. I hope I have enough paint in my bottles to do 2 more coasters. I feel like I'm getting low on my paint here. Hope everybody's having a really good Monday. Spent the weekend with my daughter doing projects. I have made 2 attempts at a commission piece that I need to do, and get a little frustrated with myself because I scraped twice. So I decided to put it on hold until I come up with a better plan. It's a little bit of a difficult ask. on the commission piece, so I'm struggling a little bit. And I think I'm gonna have to touch base with the gentleman that's commissioning the piece. I'm gonna have to touch base with him tomorrow and maybe get a little bit better direction and explain to him the struggle with what he's asking me to do, and maybe come up with a new plan. So I got tired of scraping tonight and decided I would do some coasters. I have quite a few shows coming up, and I'm guessing that coasters are going to be something that people are going to want. In addition to my art, I try to provide, you know, gifty type items that, you know, maybe are in a lower price range. As you've seen on some of my other videos, I do Cricut stuff as well. I've been making magnets. I swore I wasn't gonna get into the paint skin jewelry or the magnets or anything like that, and here I am. I have all the stuff to do it, and I've been dipping cabochons in paint before I scrape my bad pores. Here's the evidence right here. This is almost full of scrapes. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with that yet, but I guess we'll come up with something. I don't like to waste, so there's a lot of waste in here, but can't help that. So, ready to spin here. I do really like these colors together. Definitely different. And I think maybe more of a masculine color palette. Like I said, trying to get out of my groove of pinks and blues and purples, to see if maybe I can appeal to some of the male species, give them something to interest them. That one's really pretty. I don't know if you can see that very well. Hard to see the angle of the camera. All right, so I'm gonna do one more. I have 4 over here, but I wanted to take it along at the end of my last coaster. I'm going to dip a few of my cabochons in the paint and show you how I do that. When I don't have paint skins, I pretty much used them all when I first got all the supplies. I wasn't real good at collecting them, so I know there's some folks that just dip it in the paint, and obviously as I mentioned, I had some opportunities for that before I scraped. So trying to figure out the best way to do that, I kind of came upon a little trick, so I'm going to share that with y'all in case any of you out there are making jewelry or magnets or any of those items with cabochons. And hopefully I'm saying that word right. I guess it doesn't really matter. But after I do this one, I'm going to dip a few before I scrape my wheel here, and show you how I do that. But in order to show you, I have to take my gloves off, and I don't want to do that just yet. So, all right, we're going to put the paint here. If it ever comes out, I should probably flip those over. All right, there we go. Guess I'm getting low on this. Either that or it's just a little too thick. All right, we're going to do it this way. I'm getting impatient here. There we go. Now we're getting some paint. All right. But if I haven't mentioned yet, please like and subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate it. Still trying to grow my channel, fairly new to this. So I appreciate everybody that has hit the like and subscribe button. And please feel free to comment, ask questions. All of my information for social media, even though I am horrible at it, is in the description box, along with some other helpful information. And yeah, I'm always willing to help anybody in need. Anybody has questions. Like I said, I'm horrible at social media and trying to figure out when somebody comments on my YouTube channel. So yeah, just send me a message there. My email is in the description box. Happy to hear from anybody. Happy to help. All right, that's the last one. And if you're new to my channel, for those of you who have watched my videos before, you know that I use these Dollar Tree plastic. They're kind of like plastic placemats. I'm not really sure what the actual term for it is, but I get them at Dollar Tree. You get 2 in a package for $1, and I cut them all up into, you know, big, small. I curve some of the ends to make some flower petals, various shapes, and I use these quite often for my swipes. Probably the majority of my swipes are done with those. Okay, now I think this is ready to well, I think I need to wait a second. It's still developing. But anyway, what I was saying is I get 6 in a pack of these coasters, but after I top coat them and put the cork backing on them to protect the bottom and the people's furniture, you can only fit 5 back in the box. So I'm only going to do 5. I have several sets. I have probably 5 or 6, maybe 4 or 5 sets. So I'm only going to do 5, and then all those extras I'll just sit back, and then when I get 5 more of the extras, I will make a set out of those and try to find some type of holder for them that's not like the ones that I buy. So, time to spin. I don't think this one needs very much spinning. Wow, this one looks a little different than the other ones. It looks cute. It looks really nice. All right, I think I'm going to take it from this side. That one looks really cool. Don't worry if you can't see it. I'm going to bring you guys down after I show you the jewelry trick, or the cabochon trick. Alrighty. Let me put my... Now, in order to do this, I have to take my glove off, at least my right hand glove. Try to wipe some of this excess paint off. Okay, so what I use is, and maybe somebody else has thought of this, I've only watched, I think, probably Molly's Artistry. I think hers is the only video I watched on how to do the cabochons. And then I think I saw either a comment there, or maybe she mentioned it in her one of her videos, that some artists actually dip the paint in there. So this is the easiest way that I've found to do this, and I don't know how you guys do it, but basically it's kind of crazy, simple. I take a piece of the stronger, the dark blue painter's tape, because I have, you know, a couple of different strengths. Like if you get the green, it's not nearly as strong, but I'm using this one, this blue roll. And I guess if you have huge cabochons, you can use the bigger ones. But I'm just using this, I think it's like 3/4 inch wide, or I don't know, it's not that wide. And I'm gonna do one this size. So basically, I just stick it on the end of my finger and then stick the cabochon to the tape. And that allows me to dip it into, I'm trying to figure that, that's the thing, is you don't know where to dip it, where's gonna be the prettiest? All right, I'm gonna go right here. And then once you get the paint on it, then I take it over. I have this rack over here, and then I just take my fingertip and just slide it off, and it sticks to my tray here, to my shelf, and they dry really nice and flat. I'll show you one here. I'm gonna do a small one in this color, and let's do this one. It looked like it didn't cover, but it did if you look at the front. So the reason I take my glove off is because obviously, I don't know if you've ever tried to use painter's tape with a glove on. You're just doing nothing but fighting the stick. So I'm gonna do, I think this is like a 1.25 cabochon. And I saved this big space right here. I don't know if that's gonna look right. I don't know, maybe here instead. Oh yeah, that looks nice. Okay. And I will wait and edit the video until tomorrow because these don't take very long to dry. So I will edit the video with how they look so you guys can get like the full circle picture. So I'm gonna pull the camera over here and show you guys the dried results, or not the dried results, the wet results of the coasters. So you can see those. I'm sorry about the camera angle. Hopefully you can see those. I think they turned out pretty cool. Definitely much different than what I'm used to doing. Trying to get outside my comfort. So, well, that's it for tonight. I just wanted to do a quick video and share that little tip with you for the cabochons, and take you along for the ride making a few coasters. Let me know what you think about the color palette. Thanks, guys. See you on the next video. Good morning, everyone. I wanted to do a real quick follow-up on the video. As I promised, I would show the somewhat dry results. They're not quite dry, but they're drying beautifully, as you can see. I really like the way they turned out. Nice masculine vibe compared to some of the other ones I do. So there's those. And as I promised, I would follow up on the cabochons as well. So I have that for you as soon as I set these down so you don't ruin them. All right, so wanted to show you a few of the ones that I dipped last night. I can put my old lady glasses on. So there's one of them. See how nice that turned out? Gorgeous. I love it. And here's another one. These are ones I dipped last night on the video from the excess that was around the side of the coasters. That one. That one's going to be a magnet. And then finally, I think these were the only other two that I did with those colors, are these two. I think they all turned out really good. So I'm going to put this one in a bracelet. As you can see, I have these multicolored bracelets. I wanted to share with you a couple of the other ones. Everything I have on the table here, I dipped the same way. So this is going to be on a pink bracelet. I think that one turned out cute as well. I haven't glued them in yet. That's why they don't look like they're stable. But I'm going to bring the camera in a little closer so you can see some of these other ones. And I did these all the same way. that I showed you last night. I'll bring the camera a little bit closer so you can see all of the various ones that I've done the same way. I think they turned out really, really good. The big ones are going to be magnets. The medium-sized ones will be necklaces. And then the small ones will be bracelets. And so yeah, I got a couple of different bracelets. I have obviously the ones with the color, I think little leather on them. And then I got these cute ones. They have hearts and crosses and stars and I can't remember what else. Looks like little leaves. There's 4 different ones there. And then I got these. They're wood. And then I will put these medium-sized ones in here. I can get one of these out. I'll put one of these medium-sized ones in here, like this one. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah? Let me know what you think. Hopefully my little tip with the painter's tape helped and makes it a little bit easier. I quite honestly, I like the way that these turn out using, you know, the dip method rather than cutting and gluing the paint skins. I think it's going to save a little bit of time, and yeah, I mean, they dry much faster than the paint does on the plastic, and waiting to peel those and then cutting them, and I think this will save a lot more time. So hopefully it helped. Thanks for joining me for the video, and please share if you like the content. See you on the next video.